Heavy metals like arsenic and lead could be in that fruit juice that your child is drinking. A new article by Consumer Reports says many of the fruit juices sold across the country contain elevated levels of arsenic, cadmium, and lead.
It's a urine test, and we have found high levels of heavy metals in the urine of children.
Dr. Gaila Mackenzie-Strawn is a board-certified traditional naturopath with a master's degree in biology and nutrition. She says she's not surprised by the test findings by Consumer Reports.
If they have GI problems, we then very often do a urine toxic element test. And very often we find these kids are high in arsenic, lead, cadmium, sometimes mercury and aluminum.
Consumer Reports tested 45 popular fruit juices for cadmium, lead, mercury, and inorganic arsenic. 47 of the 21 juices had concerning levels of heavy metals. Of that group, 7 had harmful levels at more than half a cup a day. 9 juices had harmful levels at more than a cup a day. Dr. Mackenzie-Strawn says exposure to heavy metals, especially in children, can affect their brain and nervous system.
And that can lead to problems like problems with concentrating, headaches, brain fog, ADD, ADHD. We're seeing a lot of that.
How do these metals wind up in fruit juice? The toxins show up in our air, water, and soil, sometimes through natural causes and sometimes through human activities such as pollution and the use of pesticides. Mackenzie-Strawn believes we are exposing more children to environmental toxins, resulting in health problems that she didn't see 15 years ago.
I've seen more children in the last 15 years than I did in the first 20 years of practice. Children coming in as young as 2 weeks old, covered from head to toe with eczema. So something is different in our environment.
Consumer Reports conducted similar tests back in 2011. These more recent tests show that heavy metals in juices are going down. But doctors like Lisa Coles at UCSD say parents should still be cautious about giving fruit juices to their kids. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends no juice at all for children under the age of 1, and less than 4 ounces a day for kids from 1 to 3, and no more than 6 ounces a day for kids 4 to 6.
We do look at their exposures and hopefully can thwart those long-term effects early on.
Heavy metals build up in the body over time. By limiting your child's early exposure, doctors say you can help reduce their risk of heart disease, cancer, and other problems later in life.
Hopefully this study will open up to other studies that do put pressure on suppliers and manufacturers to look at these processes and make sure that their products are safe.
I think it's a wake-up call. I think it's something that we shouldn't ignore.
Well, adults, too, can be at risk of suffering adverse effects. Notably, all of the products that were tested by Consumer Reports had some measurable level of at least one of the 4 metals that were being examined. Now, the magazine does list some of the better juices with fewer of the toxins, and we have a link to that article on our KUSI News website. Pretty eye-opening here.
Wow, as a mother of 2, yeah, you've really grabbed my attention. So are there other foods that also tested positive for some metals?
Well, there are other foods that have more of these organic compounds, more of these metal compounds, and they include rice and rice products, chocolate, and sweet potatoes. Generally, though, if you want a safer beverage choice, something other than juice, especially for kids, doctors are recommending water or low-fat or non-fat milk. I want to make one more. You know these little juice boxes? Right. So this is a typical 6-ounce package, right? Mm-hmm. This is not recommended for children 3 years or younger. Mm-hmm. The recommendation by the American Academy of Pediatrics is 4 ounces or less.
So, Sasha, just to be clear, I mean, this is across the board. Even when it says organic, or even it says 100% pure cranberry juice, which I bought, that has no additives, no sugar, no anything, that can contain the additive, the lead as well?
Yeah, in the Consumer Reports, they did find that so-called organic juices also contained some high levels of some of these metals. Wow. So just because it says organic doesn't mean it is free of some of these compounds.
Yeah. Interesting stuff tonight. All right, Sasha.